Hi, in this video, module number 2, bit number 4, stiffness matrix for a stepped bar element. In the other words, we'll say assembly of matrix or driving the global stiffness matrix for a bar element. So how to get that assembly of matrix or adding of the matrix or global stiffness matrix? We'll consider a two-stepped bar element has a area of cross section of element number 1 A1 and Young's modulus E1, length of the element L1 for a first step. For a second step, element number 2 E2 has the area of cross section A2, Young's modulus E2, length of the element L2. This bar element contains a three nodes, node number 1, 2 and 3. There are three nodes and force has been applied at node number 2 and 3 that represented as F1 and F2 in a given problem. Node number 1 has a fixed. The direction of a bar has represented along the vertical axis with respect to a x. We are assuming the vertical axis is an x-axis, the bar is a vertical bar element, either the horizontal or vertical, that is a secondary case. But to drive or getting the idea of about a global stiffness matrix, will use this vertical bar element which has two steps representing along x-axis. Now only we are finding the stiffness matrix. That stiffness matrix for each element will find first, then we'll assemble. For this element number 1, a stiffness matrix K1. For this element number 2, stiffness matrix K2. In the last video, we have derived the generalized equation of the stiffness matrix. K suffix E will take as a general equation. A suffix E suffix E divided by L suffix E into 1 minus 1 minus 1 1, where E is equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 and so on. E means numbers of elements. The numbers of elements 1 2 3 till n we will take. For the given problem, E is equals to 1 comma 2 due to it has a two elements. That means when we will take as a E is equals to 1, this equation is yields to this K1 is equals to A1 E1 divided by L1 into 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. So then when I will take as a E is equals to 2, this equation is yields to K2 is equals to A2 E2 and L2. E becomes 1 and 2. So we have found that the matrix of the each element. After finding the characteristics of the each element, we need to get a stiffness matrix for a whole body. So we have now this is the individual stiffness matrix for a bar element number 1, for a bar element number 2. So we need to get a stiffness matrix for a bar element, that is K is equals to question mark. So the global stiffness matrix is equals to what? K is equals to K1 plus K2. So how we'll add this K1 plus K2? Before going to add this K1 plus K2, it is very much important defining the rows and columns of the element. How we'll define the numbers of rows and columns of the element? To define the Stiffness matrix row name and column name. Let us consider a bar element has a three nodes, node 1, 2 and 3. Element number start from node number 1 and ends at node number 2. That means I will give the name of first row first column as 1 due to it will start from the node number 1 and ends where at node number 2. So second row second column I will give a 2 and 2 names. Why? It will start from here node number 1 and ends to the node number 2. There is no matrix at all. So where it will get start from here and where it will get end from here. So now we got the idea from where it will get start and where it will get ends. We will give the names for the element. Similarly, the element number 2 is starts from node number 2 and ends at node number 3. That means first row first column name we will give as a 2 and 2. It will start from here and where it will get ends at here. So second row second column name will give 3 second column name and second row name as a 3. Why? The element will get start from here and ends at this point, the element number 2. The stiffness matrix name is given as a 2 and 3. Now we got the idea from where it will get start and where it will get ends. The numbers of matrix rows and column naming is given based on the element is present between the nodes from the starting point to the end point. Then the same matrix we have written here. This is a K1 means this matrix and K2 is this matrix. We have added here K1 plus K2. Same matrices we have given. We have given the name here. First row first column name for a stiffness matrix number 1 first element 1 and 1 2 and 2. Why? The element start from 1 to words node number 2 will get end element number 1. Element number 2 start from node number 2 and ends at node number 3. So now we have given the row name and row column name. So after giving the row name and column name, now we have to get the idea of about how to assemble this matrix. We know that how many numbers of nodes we have here? 3 nodes. 3 nodes. Each node has a 1 degrees of freedom. 3 into how many nodes we have? 3 nodes with 1 degrees of freedom, that is equals to 3. That means we'll get a matrix 3 cross 3 matrix. So how we'll get that 3 cross 3 matrix? We got the idea. 3 nodes. Now what I do, 3 cross 3 matrix, how we'll get here itself we'll get the idea. So this one first row first column we'll have a second row second column, we'll have a third row third column also we have. So we got the idea. So now we'll have a 3 cross 3 matrix. We have the idea here. How we'll write that A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3. So here likewise we need to get the all values here. First row first column value, first row second column value, first row third column value, second row first column value, second row second column, second row third column, third row first column, third row second column, third row third column. Likewise all the value we have to get here. So I will make the actual matrix 1 2 3 1 2 and 3. First I'll consider a first row. That means I need to search in these two matrices where it is the 1 and first row is there. So here we have the first row but we don't have the first row here. So we need to consider always this one. first row first column is this one, first row first column. So this first row first column value plus 1 is there. When I'll multiply this value inside, so that is equals to a1 e1 divided by l1, which I have taken here, right? First row first column. Likewise, first row first column, we got this value, first row first column, and first row second column. So this one, first row second column, first row second column, this is the first row we have. We don't have here first row second column. This one, first row second column, what we have, 2. Okay, so when I'll multiply this value here inside, a minus of a1 e1 divided by l1. Then first row third column, this is the first row. After this first row first column, first row second column, we don't have any third row. We can search here, we have a third column but we don't have the first row. That means the value is equals to 0. First row first column is this one, first row second column, first row third column. We got how to get the first rows. I will consider here now second row. After considering the second row, search it here in the matrix. We have second row here, we have second row in the second matrix, second row. It is a very much important. Then we'll go with the individually, column 1, column 2, column 3. Second row column 1, second row column 2, second row column 3. So second row column 1 is this one. So this value we need to get. See here, second row column number 1 is this, right? So minus 1, we have this value is equals to minus 1. When we'll multiply this value inside, we'll have a minus a1 e1 divided by l1, right? Similarly, second row second column, first column, anywhere is here, any first column is there? No, we don't have any first column. It will start from 2, so that means there is no value, plus 0, right? So next is second row second column, second row second column. Is it anywhere here in the second matrix? Yes, it's there, second row second column. This is the row number 2 and as well as column number 2. We have 2 values, so that means this value plus this one we need to add. So what is that value we have here? This value plus 1 and 1. So multiply this a1 e1 divided by l1 plus of a2 e2 divided by l2. Either it is minus or plus, it is also a plus, both are plus plus. a1 e1 plus l1 a1 e1 divided by l1 plus a2 e2 divided by l2. So we have this multiplied here, plus of a2 e2 divided by l2. So we got this second row second column. So still we need to get this value. So second row third column, second row third column, and we don't have any second row third column here. So 0 plus, what is that? Second row third column here, second row third column. So minus 1, that means minus a2 e2 divided by l2, second row third column. Similarly, I go with the next bit. Now last row third row first column, third row second column, third row third column. We don't have anywhere here third row, we have here third row, but we don't have a first column, then that is equals to 0. Third row first column we don't have, which is equals to 0. Third row second column we have minus 1. Multiply this value inside to minus of a2 e2 divided by l2. Then third row third column is here, third row third column, that is equals to 1. So this value, multiply this value inside, so a2 e2 divided by l2. We got this assembly matrix 3 cross 3, all the values. Now what we'll realize here, you can see here this plus this value, the center value what we have is added with respect to this a22, and then this L shape upper matrix and the lower matrix with respect to the bottom side are remains the same, so which you can easily remember this one how we are making this 3 cross 3 matrix assembly, right? 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 minus 1 1 with respect to the stiffness matrix 1, a1 e1 divided by l1 minus a1 e1 divided by l1 minus a1 e1 divided by l1, this is 0, right? Similarly, lower part of this next matrix, which is equals to minus 1 1, sorry, minus 1 1, so minus 1 minus 1 1, so minus a2 e2 divided by l2 minus a2 e2 divided by l2 plus a2 e2 divided by l2, this one is 0. So how we have get the idea after getting the assembly stiffness matrix of the given problem, either it is correct or wrong, we can easily justify using this simple method understanding for the stepped bar element. Now we got idea how we need to add the elemental stiffness matrix to a global stiffness matrix. Another method I'll explain. So we have, so this one 1 2 3 1 2 3, so 1 minus 1 0, I'll take minus 1 1 0 0 0 0 for first one, and then second row first column we don't have 0 1 minus 1, third row first column we don't have minus 1 1, so you can see this is equals to 0 for this stiffness matrix number 2 of element number 2, this all values we have, and the lower L is equals to 0 for an element number 1, and then upper portion is not equals to 0. Similarly here L shape it remains same, and this 2 value has been added. This is another way to remember the matrix addition. Thank you for listening my lecture. Thank you very much. In the next class I will take a strain displacement matrix for a bar element.